Well, hello to my friends and family. How are you guys? It is Miss Linda's book time. So, we're going to start out with remember our song, and everybody can help me. Come on over. Ready? Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen. This is how we listen at book time. At book time. Hi guys, how is everybody? I hope doing well. Miss Linda has a brand new story for you this week, one that we haven't done yet. I'm going to show you the picture up close. Because remember, we use our pictures for a clue. What do you guys see happening there? Yeah, look at there's a cake and they have party hats on. So it looks like something special is going on. Let's find out. The title, remember that's the words that tell us what the book is called, is Hooray, a Pinata. Pinata, that's a different word. I wonder if any of my friends know what a pinata is. We're going to read the story about it. And this story was written by a person called Elise Cleven. Right here it has her name, and the author is the person that writes the words in the story. So let's see what this author wrote about Hooray, a Pinata. Ooh, this book has a lot of words. Look, so Miss Linda better get going. It says, Clara's birthday was coming, and I'm going to have a cake at my party, she told her friend Samson. Of course you'll have a cake, said Samson. There's always cake at a birthday party. We were right. There is a party. And I'm going to have balloons, Clara said. Everyone has balloons, said Samson. And I'm going to have a pinata, too, Clara said proudly. Mama's taking me to pick one out this morning. Do you want to come with us? Hooray! A pinata! Samson clapped his hands. I love pinatas. I wonder what a pinata is. Let's find out. Let me hold the pictures up here for you. It says, I love pinatas too, said Clara as her mother led them to the pinata store. I love to fill them with candy. I love to whack them, said Samson. And smack 'em and crack 'em, said Clara. Ooh, do you guys notice something about that? Smack, crack. Did you hear that rhymed? And mash and smash and break them, cried Samson. And watch the candy fall, yelled Clara. And I like to eat the candy, shouted Samson. Look at, they're at the pinata store. Look at all of those. Wonder if any of my friends have ever had a pinata at their birthday. Let's see what they do. There were so many pinatas to choose from. There were donkeys and dinosaurs and peacocks and stars and robots and ice cream cones, lions and lambs, all ruffly and fluffy in their bright paper curls. There were even some monster pinatas. Samson made a face at a big, jagged one. Ooh, get the scary thundercloud monster, Clara, he said. A thundercloud monster? Asked Clara as she shook her head. No, I like the dog one. Can I get the dog one? She asked her mom. I wonder. Oh, here she is, and look, she's reaching up for the dog one right here. I wonder if that's the one she's going to buy. If that's the one you want, said her mother. He's the one, said Clara. She was sure she wanted the dog. The dog is so small, he won't hold much candy, Samson told her. But I like him, Clara replied. He's a good little dog, the pinata vendor said as he lifted the pinata down. Clara took the dog in her arms. He was light and soft, and he smelt like newspaper. See right here? She's getting the dog. Clara petted the dog's curly fur as she carried him home. I think I'm going to name him Lucky. He looks like a Lucky to me, said Samson. He's a good little dog. We could take him to the park for a picnic. Mom wants me home for lunch, said Samson. And you should save the pinata for your birthday party. You don't want him to get wrecked. He won't get wrecked, don't worry, Clara reassured him. So she's taken the dog home. At home, Clara gave Lucky a bowl of crunchy brown cereal because it looked a lot like dog food. Lucky seemed to enjoy it. When he had eaten, Clara made him a collar and a leash and took him out for a walk. So she's giving him some cereal that looks like food. I wonder if he could really eat it. Let's read some more. Let me hold this better so you guys can see it. Along the way, they stopped to greet people and other dogs and to smell bushes and flowers and trees. So she's doing all kinds of stuff with her pinata dog. They came home and dug a deep hole in the sand. In the sand. What are you doing to that poor pinata? Samson called from across the fence. Oh, he's lucky and he's digging, she told him. He's getting all dirty, Samson said. It's okay, he'll shake himself clean like dogs do. Clara, honey, called her mom, shake yourself clean and get your sweater. We're going to Grandma's for dinner. See you later, Samson said. Take care of that pinata. And Clara promised, I will. She held Lucky tight as their car sped across the city. Lucky sniffed the air with as many smells. They're salty and oily and bready and sweet. His ears flapped in the wind. So she's holding him out the window. Grandma was waiting for them on her porch. Look, I got a dog, Clara ran to show her. Oh, what a good little dog, her grandma said as she patted him. He's so quiet and so clean. I have to keep him clean because he's really a pinata, she told her grandma. Clara, if I bathed him, his fur would fall apart. Well, you can brush him, Grandma said as they went into the house, and you can keep him warm. She gave Clara a small crocheted blanket, and here's a little spending money just for you. Thanks, Grandma, Clara said as she hugged her grandma. Oh, grandmas are so sweet. She knew what she would spend the money on. She was going to buy dog biscuits and ride on the merry-go-round near Grandma's house. Oh, look at this, the merry-go-round. Have you guys ever ridden on a merry-go-round? After dinner, they walked there together. As the horse galloped around and around, Clara pretended that she and Lucky were flying. Whoa, look at this. They flew in Clara's dreams that night. So look at this is all about her dream that night. Look at how big the dog pinata is as they're flying. So the person that draws the pictures for our story, that's called an illustrator. And we're going to start talking about those each week. And on her swing the next morning, so they were swinging, they ate cheese sandwiches together for lunch and listened to stories. And they bicycled around the block with Samson. Careful with that pinata, Samson kept reminding her as they raced down the hill. Don't worry, Samson, he is safe. Wow, look at all these words. Are you guys ready? That afternoon, Claire and Samson made paper hats for everyone who was coming to her party the next day. Clara made a little hat for Lucky, too. You like that pinata so much, Samson said. It's going to be sad when we stuff him with candy and break him. Did you guys know that? With pinatas, you put candy in them and then you hit them and break them. So he's reminding her that that's what's going to happen to her dog pinata. Clara's eyes began to fill with tears. Oh, she's sad. I don't want anyone to break him, she said. You mean you won't have a pinata at your party? You're not going to have one? Asked Samson. No candy? We can have candy and just put it in bowls, Clara suggested. Although she knew it didn't sound like much fun, she didn't want them to hit Lucky. Samson sighed. You could have a real dog, Clara. Maybe I could get you a puppy for your birthday. I can't have a real dog, said Clara. Dogs and cats make my mom sneeze. They do? That's too bad. I'll have to get you something else then, Samson said. What? Asked Clara. I'm not sure yet, but I'll think of something. So here they are getting ready for the party, and they're talking about her pinata. Early the next morning, Samson came by with two presents. Clara opened the smaller one first. Inside was a rawhide bone for Lucky. Thanks, Samson. Open the big one, Samson said next. Clara tore off the wrapping paper and saw something big and jagged and scary. Do you guys remember seeing that? Let's find out. Oh, hooray! It's a pinata, Clara said as she clapped her hands. Hooray, a pinata! Samson clapped too. What a pinata, said Clara's mother. Clara hugged the thundercloud. Let's fill it with candy right now, she said. Before you make friends with that, too, Samson laughed. Clara's father helped them cut a hole in the pinata and fill it with candy bars and cinnamon swirls, strawberry rolls, and taffy, and tiny bags of jelly beans and shiny chocolate kisses. Then they taped the hole shut and they hung the heavy thundercloud in Clara's tree. Whoa, here's the party. Look. Let me show you up close. The pinata scowled as the guests arrived at the party. It glared as they sang and ate cake. Do you guys see it up here, hung in the tree? Let me show you up close. There he is. It grinned its toothy monster grin as the children took turns trying to break it. They whacked it and cracked it and mashed it and bashed it, but still the storm cloud did not open. So right here, they have a stick and they're hitting the pinata, trying to open it to get all that candy inside. Clara gave it a thundering thwack, and just then, look, it opened up and all the candy showered down. The children whooped and hollered. They all yelled, "Hooray, hooray, hooray!" They screamed and ran to grab as much candy as their hands could hold. Do you see here all the kids down on the ground where the candy fell, getting it? And when they'd eaten all that they could, they played with the pinata. Samson wore the scowly mask as a face. See right here, he put it on his head. Clara turned the bottom into a hat, right here. And Lucky chased a quick yellow lightning bolt through the grass. Here's Lucky. Was he really running? Or is somebody pulling on his string? Aw, so Clara got a different pinata to break because she really, really liked her dog. Do you think she wanted to keep that dog? Yeah, me too. So she ended up having how many pinatas? Think about that. Think about how many she got. She broke one, and one she decided to keep. So I wonder how many that is. We're going to talk about that when we meet this week. Very good job listening, my friends, and Miss Linda will see you soon. Bye, guys.